It is the WEBO morning show, and joining us this morning, we have three guests via our Zoom room today. And we'd like to start by introducing Eileen Hanrahan with the Community Energy Engagement Program and Smart Energy Choices. How are you this morning, Eileen?
I'm great. Thanks for having me today, Dave.
Thank you for being here and connecting us all, getting us together here this morning and spearheading our interview today. Want to say good morning to Adam Flint as well from the Network for a Sustainable Tomorrow. How are you, Adam?
It's fine, Dave. Glad to be with you.
Thank you for being here. And good morning to Todd from the Clean Energy Communities Program. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking, Dave.
Thank you for being here. We're going to be talking about clean energy for the next couple of minutes here on the WEBO Morning Show. And what we want to do is talk with residents about the available incentives and grants from New York State to help with weatherization, energy efficiency, and clean heating and cooling technology installation. Municipal governments who are promoting the participation in these programs can be eligible for grant money to be used for community investment, which is fairly exciting. And there's a whole lot of this going on. I know we've spent this last year with the pandemic working on our homes an awful lot, maybe tightening them up, buttoning them up. We put new windows in ours and all kinds of other things, some insulation in the attic, and I think using some of your programs, Eileen.
That is right.
Yeah, so it's been pretty great. And now we're kind of getting to that point, that time of the year where we might be throwing some air conditioners back in the window. And I am not looking forward to that in the least. It's a dirty, heavy, slimy, grimy kind of a job. And I know that there are better ways. And I know that we're going to talk about that a little bit here this morning. So Todd, tell us a little bit about the Clean Energy Communities Program.
Yeah, so the Clean Energy Communities Program is a program that focuses on helping local governments implement clean energy projects that will help with reducing energy consumption, energy costs, and then also, have a degree of community investment. So, an example of that would be upgrading, communities' streetlights to LEDs and creating a brighter, more visible, safer environment.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We've seen some of that happen already here a little bit in the town of Owego, in the village a little bit. We've seen the lamps change. They're brighter, they're whiter, they use less electricity. So good stuff like that. I guess one of the main things to start with any of these initiatives is to consume less energy, right?
Yes. Yeah. So consuming less energy and taking the steps to do so is one of the first steps that you would take. So identifying what your energy use is and where you can reduce your load. Absolutely.
So tell us a bit about how municipal governments are promoting this service and how they're providing residential access to this type of stuff.
Yeah, so there are many different ways that a government can promote and provide their residents with access. Right now, our program is rewarding municipal governments that help residents gain access to energy efficiency programs, utilize those incentives, such as weatherizing their home, doing energy efficiency upgrades to their home. As residents do that and the local government helps provide kind of a platform and provide information on how they can do that, they'll become eligible for grant money that will go back into clean energy investments in their community.
So it isn't just a matter of getting the town necessarily to change to LED lighting, but also getting the municipalities to get their residents to do the same.
Correct. Yeah, it's kind of a win-win. So as the municipality is going through these changes, they're helping the residents, kind of go with these changes, in step. And it's a win-win. So residents, as they participate and kind of move through with these upgrades, they'll help their government receive credit in our program, which will lead to grant incentives to continue this circle.
So the goal then at Clean Energy Communities Program is get the local municipalities to get the residents and businesses to switch to clean energy and then earn credits and whatnot for the municipality to pay for the municipalities changeover to the same.
Yes. Yeah. That is one of the goals of our program.
Got it. And the website for that, Southern Tier cec.org.
Correct. Yep, that is our website. And there you can find a lot more information about our program and how we can help you and your local government move through these programs and see these changes in your community.
So if you work for one of the towns, villages, or the county, this was something that you want to take a look at here this morning. Now, Eileen, you are with the Community Energy Engagement Program, Smart Energy Choices. You're based right here in Tioga County. I recognize your backdrop there as the basement of the Tioga County office building.
You are correct, sir.
I wouldn't miss it. So tell us about the CEC funds and your program.
So the way we work with Todd's program is, as he said, for example, one of the ways a municipality can earn money to help upgrade the municipality clean heating programs is if 10 residents in the community get home energy upgrades done to their home, that earns the municipality points. So not only do members of the community, if they get a home energy audit and upgrades done to their home, they can get grant funding up to $10,000 towards those home energy upgrades. And that can include insulation, air sealing, maybe a new heating system if it's needed. So not only does that resident get grant funding, but then the municipality also benefits with additional grant funding.
Interesting. So it's everybody working together. It's got to start somewhere. How do we start it?
Well, the first step would be for folks to reach out to, it depends on what your needs are. If you're interested in a home energy assessment to get some home energy upgrades to your home, you would reach out to me. You can reach me at 607-366-0833 or at smartenergychoices.org. And if you're interested in air source heat pumps, you would reach out to Adam Flint, who will talk next about his program. And then together we will communicate with Todd so that he can in turn communicate to the municipality to say, look, your residents got this work done, now you guys get money. So that's awesome. And the other incentive is for folks to talk to the municipal leaders, tell them that, hey, this program is available. Let's jump in on this so that we can all benefit.
Absolutely. So like I had mentioned earlier, I mean, we used your program and we did a few different things around our house last year that have helped a lot. We just got a propane delivery yesterday, which had me in my Scott Smith & Son account looking at how much oil we've used, how much propane we've used, how much it's cost us. And I can already tell that from this past winter, our consumption and cost has gone down between windows and blown-in insulation. And I don't know, they were there all day. I don't even know all of the things that they did. They were putting vents in and taking vents. I don't know what they were doing, but they were doing all kinds of fancy things that I didn't even know should have been done, but they figured it out and they made our house better. So
yeah, exactly. Healthier, cleaner, more energy efficient. It's going to reduce your utility bills. That's the goal. Right. And free, right?
And free is always, if it's free, it's for me, right? So. All right. So smartenergychoices.org is the website to learn a little bit more about Eileen's kind of end of things, smartenergychoices.org, right?
That's correct.
Awesome. Now, Adam, you're my guy. This is the phase that I think that I have arrived at here, talking about smarter heating and cooling for your house. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. I was there about 10 years ago when the big energy crunch of 2008 hit. I guess it's 12 years ago now. And it became clear that heating with oil had no future other than penury for me. So I decided to get energy efficiency upgrades and a geothermal or ground source heat pump system that operates all on electricity. And it reduced my year-to-year costs immediately. And it gives me the peace of mind of knowing that I have a sense of what my energy costs are going to be from year to year. Because with oil and propane, it's a commodity, right? Some years it's pretty cheap, some years it's completely out of range. At the same time, clean heating removes things that burn and things that spill and things that blow up from your house. We actually did have an oil spill in our home a little bit before we did this. That set me back $5,000. That wasn't fun. So I highly recommend it. And I'll also add, for folks who are on the heating assistance program on HEAT or TANF, there's a really attractive additional incentive from the state that really makes the economic value proposition very, very compelling. So, the first step, as has been said, in our case, you can reach out at 873-9220 or nynest.org. And you really would be well advised to speak to your elected officials. There's money on the table. You don't want to be having your town or your village leaving money on the table. And really all the village or town or county needs to do is help promote these programs together with us, with Eileen, with Todd, myself, depending on what county you're in. It's not something that's going to cost money. It's something that's going to make money.
Well, of course, all of our elected officials have a very difficult job. And that job number one is always saving money wherever you can save it. And we interview our elected officials constantly here at your hometown station, WEBO. And one of the things that we learned is that 90% of all the revenue that comes in from tax, property tax, all of that stuff goes to state mandates. 90% of all the tax money collected here on a local level goes into our community, but for things that are governed by the state. So there's really only about 10% of the tax money that comes in that is used for the discretion of the legislators and the communities. So they're always trying to save more money to make that 10% a little bit bigger so that maybe we can do a little bit more in our community. So doing projects like this that are a step in the right direction, getting credits earned as a municipality is a great way to get those projects done and save some money and take a step in the green direction. Now,
yeah, and I just want to add, we're working right now with Shenango County Planning on this, and essentially what they're going to do is use their digital assets, use their connections with local media, and possibly do a mailing on our dime. And for that, we're going to be doing a couple of webinars. These days, we can't go and meet in person, and they'll be able to get an award for that. And that money in turn will help the county save money over time on their energy costs. So it's really a great deal for everybody concerned.
Very beneficial for the municipalities to get involved. And basically they hold the flag and they say, follow me. And if we can get all of our residents to follow the direction of the municipalities will earn back the credits they need to get their buildings and maintenance facilities and all of that stuff converted over. Very cool. Anything else we want to mention here this morning to kind of get the point across?
You just hit on something, Dave, that I didn't mention, that part of this in this program, if nonprofit buildings or small businesses get energy upgrades done, and that might be utilizing incentives to upgrade lighting and things like that. Again, those enter into this program towards points for the municipality. So again, small businesses and nonprofits are always looking for an opportunity to save money. And if we can do an assessment on their building and then help them access incentives to upgrade their lighting or HVAC systems or even like kitchen equipment, that saves them a bunch of money. And again, provides points and credits to the municipality. And so
just one thing to add really quickly, I want to give a plug to the Waverly School District that's going to be opening an Energy Innovation Center in Chemung. This is a massive job creator, energy upgrades. And the more energy upgrades that we do locally, the more jobs we have locally. So, maybe we now have 4 wins. I've lost track.
Eric Knowles, the superintendent of the Waverly School District, is a very forward-thinking, smart man. He's got a lot of cool things going on in the Waverly School District. He's one of our best friends. So very cool. All right. Well, if I was a municipal leader, maybe of a town or a village or a county legislator, who would I want to be reaching out to learn more about this?
Yeah. So Dave, for municipal leaders or even, local organizations, volunteer advisory groups, the person that they would reach out to be is myself, Todd. And the Southern Tier CEC program, the Clean Energy Communities program. And we provide free technical assistance to help municipalities progress through these programs take the steps necessary to bring clean energy into their communities, see those reduce energy reduced energy usage and associate cost savings.
All right. So Todd's the guy to get a hold of. And Todd, give me the web address one more time.
Yeah, it is www.southerntiercec.org.
And Eileen, if I'm just a resident and I'm interested in taking the next step with my home, making it more energy efficient, taking advantage of some of the free programs, some of the grant money, some of the rebates, learning all about this stuff, what do I do? Who do I contact? Where do I go?
You can call me at 607-366-0833. I am the Community Energy Advisor for not only Tioga County, but Broome, Chemung, and Shenango as well. So if you're in those listening areas, feel free to reach out to me. Or you can go to our website, smartenergychoices.org, and we can talk about what your energy needs are for your home. If you need an air source or ground source heat pump, in addition to some energy upgrades to your home, we'll work with Adam Flint and get you as much of that whole ball of wax as we possibly can. And
Adam, why don't you give us a plug for your website as well?
Sure. It's NYNest.org, and we're at 873-9220. And as you've just heard from Eileen, the three of us and indeed others from surrounding counties work very closely together. So if you reach out to one of us and we're not the right person, we're going to shunt you right to the right person without any fuss or muss. Try to make it an easy one-stop experience for everybody.
And I think, fingers crossed, knock on wood, the snow might have stopped for the year. So we're in the prime time for making things happen around the homestead. So a great time to start getting some of these projects lined up, even though they go year round. It's just easier to think about and more top of mind around springtime. So I want to
say that the contractors are super busy because of a lot of pent up demand. So don't delay because there's waiting otherwise.
Yeah, you want to get on the schedule. That's great.
Absolutely.
Adam, Todd, Eileen, thank you, all three of you, for joining us this morning on your hometown station, WEBO, The Morning Show. And we look forward to learning more about this in the near future.
Great. Thanks so much for having us, Dave. This is wonderful.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.